This is another episode of Highways and Hedges in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hi, okay. That's wild. But hi, it is me, your OG JC, but I'm not Jesus Christ, and I'm back in a building, back in a car. Happy Resurrection Sunday. My Jesus rose so we could live. I'm gonna start answering the phone like that. Not really. But I do want to say happy Easter, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. If you're listening to this, I appreciate it. Thanks to those who are willing and for whatever reason interested in listening to me talk. I haven't dropped the episode since August, so it is cool to be dropping this episode right now. Excuse me if I seem kind of scatterbrained and or distracted. One, I'm in a parking lot and cars keep driving by and I keep looking at them, especially the ones who choose to park next to me, just like this nigga in this big ass truck. Like, you know when you park by yourself but people still pull up next to your car, like, bro. But anyway, yeah, I'm in a parking lot and it is kind of early. Sorry. It's kind of early. It seems so early in the morning. I have no notes. This is kind of impromptu, but I wanted to record. That's why I'm doing it. But so, I guess I can kind of jump right in. I haven't been recording since August. Well, I haven't dropped anything since August. I've recorded with people and everything, but I haven't wanted to put anything out because, what's the best way to put it? I haven't been, not even myself, I haven't felt like what I wanted to do. And the crazy part is, I've been going through so much struggling, like what I would say is highways and hedges. I've been in, like, I guess that's the thing, is I've been so in the shit that I'm trying to come out of, that it seemed like I ain't even been in the place to be able to record, really. So I haven't been wanting to say much. I just be trying to stay under the radar and get my little shit together for real. But that's really what's been going on. I haven't had my stuff together. And so I've been feeling emotionally very not in a place to record because I haven't it's one thing to say I want to be transparent and say I want to, talk and, I want y'all to see certain struggles or what have you. But that's the thing. This ain't Janelle comes, spill and ooze all of your mess, like, and that's how I felt. It's like I didn't want to get on here and just ooze. So I haven't been recording, but that does take away from the entire purpose of what I'm doing, because the whole point is to be transparent and have this level of faith and wanting to show the power of God and how if he can do it for me, you can never say he wouldn't do it for you, bitch, because we're talking about me. Me and I'm saying. And I mean, and that's the thing is he's been working. He's been doing what he do best. But I haven't been recording because I just didn't want to get on here and do what I feel like I'm doing right now. Gosh. But the crazy part is I keep starting and ending, like, recording this just because it's like once I get far enough in talking, it's just like, this ain't it. But I gotta start somewhere. I don't know, bro. I gotta start somewhere, so it is what it is. But yes, I haven't been recording for that particular reason. It's not wanting to get on here and do something that wasn't my purpose. It's one thing to be raggedy and say, okay, I believe in God, but I'm raggedy. But, like, wanting to show and be an example of the actual moving, working power of the Lord and his changing, healing, saving, and delivering powers, I haven't been exuding that in a certain type of way. Or at least I think. But I'm a living witness. Miracles still fall from heaven. He moves. Okay. I told y'all cars be parking close to people they have no business being next to. But on this Resurrection Sunday, I definitely wanted to take time to chop it up here about Jesus, because who would I be if I didn't talk about my OG? That's where I come from. My OG is Jesus Christ and my daddy, Jannard. But you feel me? Who would I be to not talk about him on his heavenly birthday? I think the point is, I know he rose on this day. I've had shots. I know it's out of pocket. The thing, I don't even know why I've had shots. It's because it's early and I don't know. I just did because I had it. And I didn't have nothing to do. It's been so... Anyway, yeah, I've had shots. But Jesus died that you might live ministries, because where would we be without Jesus? And that's real. Like, that's real. Of course, the Bible does tell us over in John 3:16, y'all should know that one. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That rolled off the tongue and it wasn't even in my head, I promise to God. Because I was like, am I even saying this right? But God came to earth and subjected himself to death as any human would have to, in the form of Jesus. And if anything, he took it in one of the worst ways possible. Jesus' life is an example. So I'm really talking about two different things. How he's my OG and where I get that from, and Jesus, and all today. But Jesus lived a hard life. Your girl, it be a struggle. Nobody can say they struggled in the same capacity that Jesus did or for the same purpose. That's a real fact. Is Jesus was sent here for a purpose. I feel like everybody is sent here for a purpose. As for myself, of course, I'm going to say, just for the sake, I like fun facts, if you will, about myself. And my name is Janelle, meaning God is gracious, and Alexis, helper of mankind. And I feel like my life in so many ways does exude both of those different things. Like, I live up to my name, if you will. And I do think that on a larger scale, God has a purpose for me. And slowly but surely, and slowly, I'm finding it out and I'm getting it together. And it's happening through the struggle of life. And that's the thing, is sometimes your testimony for somebody else and how it's going to bring them closer to the Lord, it could be in your birth, it could be in your life, or it can be in your death. But at some point, your life going to mean something to somebody. So make it worthwhile. You feel me? So, yes, my good Jesus died on the cross. Crucify him. All of that they were talking over there, lying on the man. They just, it was so much. And the thing is, he didn't even deserve that. Do I deserve the stuff I went through? Yes, because I was over here making stupid decisions and stuff. But because Jesus did what he did, they got, because of his stripes, I am healed. Because of the blood, we are delivered and made clean. That's a fact. Because if he wouldn't have never did it, I wouldn't have the opportunity to go to the Lord on my own and be like, hey, it's me, So I just wanted to, again, say thank you. Come on, somebody. Thank you. Tell them thank you. Because if it had not been for Jesus, you'd be looking stupid right now in sin. Same for myself. But we are all privileged. I was going to say I'm privileged. We are all privileged to have access, and to even know the Lord, for one, and then to even have access through just prayer alone and personal faith and relationship. My guy, it ain't hard. It ain't science. Just a mustard seed. That's all you got to start with. For somebody who, as a human, this seems so bad. It just seems so bad that I can't get all my thoughts together. But He died that you might live ministries. That's the whole point of whatever I was just saying. And I just want to thank him for being an example of, you know, a person after God's own heart. He was somebody who we are instructed to follow and be like. Be Christ-like. Be like Christ. He was compassionate. He didn't judge people. He knew people sinning. He didn't judge them. He just let you know, you feel me? Thus saith the Lord, or what to do or what have you. But my man's walked around and did his job. He did it with power. He did it. And that's the thing. He did it with power that comes from God. Everybody got that. Like, that's the thing, is how you tap into it, your understanding of it, your belief in it. All of that is personal. As far for myself, I feel I'm not Jesus, don't get me wrong, but I have the same level of divinity as any human being on this earth, because we was all made by the same person with the same capabilities to do, you know, what we need to do. So shout out to them. That's the trio: God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That was a lot of talking. So yeah, me being the OG is just, you know, as a human with a purpose who also is living in the struggle, I'm just here. Show the power of God. Because again, if he can change a nigga like me, you might as well get in the pot while it's hot, because that means he cooking. But I'm for real. I wasn't even joking. I probably shouldn't have had shots. Dropping this is really going to be a struggle. I need to learn how to edit. Stuff like that is also why I haven't, because I don't know how to edit videos. And I be getting on here doing all of this. And I need to chop some of this out. Like, it's a lot. Aside from that, I just want to, again, I have no notes. I'm really just recording, so I don't even, like, at this point, I want to say thanks to, again, if you're listening, especially if you're listening all the way up until this point, thanks. Because you don't even have to, but you are. Shout out to you, my guy. Or you, sis. Thanks to the Lord. Thanks to my mom and my daddy. Thanks to the church that I go to. Let's sing the song together, guys. The I Am the Church, You Are the Church song. Because I want us to also, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that. I want us to get this in our hearts and in our souls as well. What the freak? I am the church. You are the church. We are the church together. I am the church. You are the church. We are the church together. The church is not a building. The church is not a steeple. The church is not a resting place. The church is all the people.